Hi guys, good day from wherever you're watching. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, my name is Funke. I am a music minister based in Oyo State, Nigeria, and I'm here today to share some tips on how to be a successful music minister. Guys, a quick disclaimer before I delve deeper into this video. I am nowhere near perfection. I have not arrived in this music ministry. I'm still a child, like a baby. But I just want to share some things that I've heard from people that I'm making use for myself and is working for me, and some things that I researched into, and I thought of sharing it with someone out there, which they can benefit from it. Okay, so let's get straight into the video. So guys, you might see me looking down at some point because I have some things written down in my jotter right here that I'll be discussing with us today. Okay, so the first thing I have on my list here is be sure of what God has called you into. My brothers and my sisters out there, if you want to go into music ministry, you have to be sure of what God has called you into. Like, it's not everyone that goes into music ministry that will be holding microphone and be singing. No, it's not everyone. You might be in the music ministry. Probably God has called you to be an instrumentalist. Yeah. You might not possibly be a singer. You might be a drummer. You might be a guitarist. You might be a pianist. You might be a saxophonist. You might be a music director. You might be a dancer. Okay. So there are lots of offices in the music ministry that God can call you into. So don't be like, oh, God has called me into the music ministry. I have to be singing. I have to sing. I have to compose song. I have to write song. No. Everyone in the music ministry does not sing, does not hold microphone. You know that some people are in the technical department and still they work for the music ministry? Yeah, they work for sound. They are sound engineers. They are, people that make sure your voices are being heard properly. They are also into the music ministry. So be sure of what aspects God has called you into, because you don't want to be going to another office that you have not been called into. That might make you frustrated and might make you feel like you are not being successful. Okay. The second point I have here is be spirit filled, guys. This is supposed to be the first one, safe. Like, you have to be filled with the Holy Spirit before you can do anything in this music ministry. The part of the ministry I'm talking about that I'm conversant with the most is the singing ministry, like singing, actual singing. You have to be filled with the Holy Spirit to be able to sing very well. Because writing of songs, composing of songs, arranging of songs takes the grace of the Holy Spirit to be able to put them together. Like, for instance, in my own case, my pastor can just call me like today that, oh, I have a message on be fruitful tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening or next week. We're going to be preaching on be fruitful and multiply. And I want you to sing a song that goes well with it. In my own case, I like to sing my song. Like, I like to be original in what I do in my church with my choir. So that means I have to look for a song that is mine. I have to compose a song. Well, not every day, not every time. We sing other people's song as well. But most of the time, when my pastor asks for something like that, I like to be original. So that takes us back to my point, which is you have to be filled with the Holy Spirit. So it is then you now go to the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, my pastor has given me one assignment to that you have to sing a song on be fruitful and multiply. The Holy Spirit will minister to you. Oh, write this down, write this down. Then the inspiration starts coming. Without the Holy Spirit, you cannot compose songs. You cannot function well as a singer. Also, another work of the Holy Spirit in writing of song is Holy Spirit inspires you a lot. You see, I might be driving and I might just see a dog or a cat or a goat or some children walking or someone dressed in a kind of way, and then I will be inspired by that situation. So it is the Holy Spirit that will interpret that situation to you to make you bring out something fruitful out of it. So that is why you have to be filled with the Holy Spirit. Okay. Another tip I have here is you have to go about with your recorder, with your pen and your paper, with anything you can make records with. Okay, because you might just be driving. Like in my case, I might be driving and I will just be inspired. Like, I will just park and I will take out my phone and I will record whatever has come on my mind. I remembered one of the tracks in my last album. I was on the bike. I was going somewhere on a bike and I was just hearing Kembe, Owo Kembere Bija, Owo Kembere Bija. And I was like, the song was just coming to my mind. Owo Kembere Bija, o, Owo Kembere Bija, o, Arogun Mama Sa, Arogun Mama Sa. I just brought out my phone on the bike and I was recording it. That was how I recorded that line, that part of that song. Then later, I later, when I got other inspirations, I just joined everything together and it became a track. So you have to be going about with your pen and your booklets, your journal, whatever you're using to write your songs, and you must have a device to record. That will make you not to forget your songs, okay? Because I've had so many people that they will be like, oh, I remember the song yesterday. Oh, I slept and I was singing a song. When I woke up, I couldn't remember again. It has happened to me several times as well. When I woke up, I can't remember the song again, and that was the end of it. But at times, maybe you are in a place and then something just comes to your mind. Just pick your phone, excuse yourself, and go and record it. I've done that several times. There is this track that I'm going to release on my birthday. Do you believe that that day we're in a service, in a church service in my church, and the inspiration just came. I just left the church premises. I went to my car and I recorded all the verses of that song. Yeah. Even though the chorus of the song was sent to me by one of my big sisters, my sister received that chorus from her dream. Yeah, she received that chorus from her dream. She sent it to me, and I received the inspiration for the solo. And then that's how the track came to be. So what I'm trying to emphasize here is that you must go about with your recording devices and your writing devices, because you don't know where the inspiration is going to come. You don't want to miss that opportunity. Okay. Also on that point, you don't know when the short clip or the short song that you just came up with, that you don't know when it's going to be useful. Like in my first album, there is this track in my first album that I received in 2012. 2012. I was terribly sick and I thought I was going to die. That was when the inspiration came to me, and I recorded the song on my phone. I wrote it down in my jotter. And could you believe that before I could go to the studio to produce that song, it was like 10 years later, in year 2020. Yes, year 2020. That was when I was able to record that song. Can you believe? So you don't know when that small track, when that small piece that you have brought together, you don't know where it's going to be useful. So don't miss any opportunity. Another thing I have here is you have to be conversant with the Bible. I can't overemphasize this because you see, as a Christian, our own rap, our own kind of rap must be from the Bible. The people, the secular world, when they are rapping, they use body part of a female. Oh, this female with a big this guy with a big this woman with a big this. No, our own rap is from the Bible. Oh, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. Oh, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in the green pastures. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. So we have to be conversant with the Bible so that you can know what to join together to make a whole sentence, a meaningful sentence, okay? Like, you can't be singing a track and talking about salvation and then you jump to praises again and then you jump to forgiveness. If you are talking about salvation, you have to, complete that verse about salvation. Don't want to be mixing things together, okay? So you have to be conversant with the Bible, some phrases in the Bible. Like there is this song that I wrote. It came from Psalm, like the book of Psalms. I used a whole chapter in Psalms to create that song with the help of the Holy Spirit, and it was beautiful. This was inspirational. So you have to be conversant with the Bible. Yeah, the Bible is our own lyrics. Another reason why you have to be conversant with the use of Bible is that so that you not go and make error. Let me gist you. There is one track in one of my albums that I made a terrible mistake, guys. I still listened to that song this afternoon and I was cringing at the sight at the listening to that mistake that I made. If I didn't tell you, you won't know. Well, most people won't know that mistake. I wanted to say Elijah. I said Elisha. I was talking about the prophet of Baal. And if you are a Christian, you know that prophet of Baal has to do with Elijah. That was how I went to say Elisha in that song. And we already produced the song, we already launched the album. Before I listened to myself, I said Elisha instead of Elijah. Guys, I'm still feeling ashamed for myself right now. So you have to be conversant with the Bible very well. Don't go and be saying that Mary is the mother of Peter or Jesus is the brother of Simon Peter. Okay, you have to be very sure of what you are using in the Bible. Okay, also you have to be conversant with your language, your own mother tongue. Like me now, I'm a Yoruba girl, and if you want to sing a successful Yoruba song, you have to know Yoruba very well. I have also seen Yoruba people that are trying to sing Igbo song. You be hearing, they'll be saying nonsense, all the name of singing in Yoruba and Igbo. So if you want to sing in a particular language, you have to know what you are saying, so that it will not be like you are cursing in that language, and then in your own mind you think you are praising God. This particular point right here, it might be controversial, but that is how I see it. Do not try to mimic anybody in the industry. I've seen a lot of people, they want to sing like Tope Alabi. Do not try to be like any other person, okay? I've seen some music ministers, and if you are not watching their videos, if you are just listening to them, you'll be like, no, this is Tope Alabi that is singing. No, this is Babara that is singing. Do you people remember Babara of blessed memory? You would think they are the ones singing, like those people. You will know that is another person that is singing, but they sing exactly like these people that I just mentioned. Like the voice, the way they ad lib, the way they part their songs, everything the same way, no difference. I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea. Please be original. Be original. It's not bad to have mentor in people, okay? Tope Alabi can be your mentor. You can like to dress like Tope Alabi. You can, it's not bad to pick some one or two things from people around, but don't make it to be like, oh, they will now know the difference between you and Tope Alabi. They will know the difference between you and Babara. They will know the difference between you and Moses Bliss. No, create your own niche. Create your own platform, create your own brand, be yourself. Don't try to mimic anybody. We all have different kinds of grace, and this sky is big enough to contain every one of us, okay? Don't try to sing like someone. It's not bad to look up to them, like, oh, I want to be like Tope Alabi, I want to be like this person, I want to be like that person, but don't mimic them. Don't talk like them. Don't sing like them. Sing like yourself and be yourself, okay? And also, guys, self-development is very, very key in this thing we are talking about. Even in all sectors, if you are in like educational sector, in the ICT, you have to develop yourself. Attend trainings, attend workshops, read books, listen to videos, listen to things from people that have reached a certain height that you are looking up to. That's where mentorship comes in. Listen to Tope Alabi's songs, see how she projects herself, see how she carries herself. Listen to Don Moen, listen to Ron Kenoly, listen to Frank Edward, listen to all those people that we see that at least they have attained a greater height than you, okay? So that you can learn one or two things from them. Nobody is an island. You have to develop yourself, and also you have to attend concerts, attend song ministrations, like music, attend musical concerts, attend song services. Yeah, like me now, if I'm going for a crusade, even if it's a prayer program, I don't like to miss praise and worship. I like to meet up with the praise and worship session, because I want to learn new choruses, I want to learn new dance steps, I want to learn new ways of leading, okay? So you have to attend programs, attend musical programs, okay? This last point that I have here says, do not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. This last point, as I'm saying it to people out there, I'm saying it to myself as well. Yeah, the starting might be so rough, might be so I don't know, might be like you're just crawling on the same point, like years after years after years, but be rest assured that you are going to attain that height. Yes, you are going to attain that height. You are doing this for God, you are not doing it for yourself. Destiny helpers are going to arise for you, vision helpers are going to arise for you, because in this world of music ministry, financial implication is very, very important. We need money to do a lot of things. Going to the studio costs money, paying instrumentalists, paying sound engineers, paying your backup singers, their transportation, everything. It requires money. Even all this self-development that we're talking about requires money. Sometimes you have to buy materials, you have to pay for conferences, pay for workshops. So it requires money, but be rest assured, destiny helpers are going to locate you. Destiny helpers, vision helpers are going to locate you. Do not be discouraged, okay? This is where I'm going to draw the curtain on this episode of how to be a successful music minister. This is very, very important to all of us that are still upcoming. If you like this kind of video, let me know in the comments. Whatever video ideas you have for me, you can tell me. I will try my best, to bring it out to you. So I'm going to catch you in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and let me see you in my next video. Bye bye.